to send the truth to the people. Because there are too many con men parading as pastors.
Do you believe in prophecies?
I do believe, except it's still rampant these days.
Okay.
I
Do you have a single prophet that you think that this is a good prophet of God in Ghana?
There are many leaders I respect. So, for example, Duncan-Williams is somebody I really, really respect. And I tell you why I respect.
But this is a man who wears designer clothing every time. You know, his toilet seat is gold and all that. And he can rent a whole aeroplane, you know, to fly with his members and all that.
I don't know who you're talking about. Duncan-Williams? Bishop?
Oh. I'm sorry about that. I was talking about Duncan-Williams. Yes, but this, Duncan-Williams.
Okay, so let me zoom in. Let me zoom into somebody like
this is
Archbishop
3FM.
Duncan-Williams. You know the credit I give him? He revolutionized Christianity in this country. Before he bombed on the scene, Christianity was very conservative. So you had to dress in a certain way. And young people didn't think they had any business following Christ. Because, for example, if you had a permed hair in those days, you were not accepted into the church.
That makes sense.
That's right. If you had your nails painted and if you wore trousers. But he revolutionized Christianity. And I remember Pat Thomas those days, you know, and all the young people at the time. He managed to suck them into, for Christ. And for me, it was massive. So I give him so much credit for that. And for Bishop Heward Mills, for instance, his first love, he managed to get all these young people also for Christ. And I tell you what, someone like Bishop Dag, you know, these guys live for Christ. And the reason I make this point is that, look, he's got the biggest church apart from the traditional churches. If he wants to live like an Arabian king, he can easily do that. That is not what he does. But you see, people like Dag, Duncan, and others, in my opinion, as someone who knows Christ, are true men of God. But what some of us get wrong is that they are human beings. So they get some of the things wrong.
That's true. That's correct.
Okay, so because we perceive them as so pious, sanctimonious, people who should never get anything wrong.
Right.
Anytime they get something wrong, we get so disappointed. We think they are con men.
Yes.
They are just human beings.
Okay.
They get some of the things wrong. If you go through scripture, the key men of God, every now and then, got things wrong.
I am so excited at the way you are